Hello and welcome to another Red Alert 3 replay. I am GBHmichael and this is going to be an Empire vs Allies. Spawning on the left of the map we have the purple Empire player, and on the right of the map we have the yellow Allies player, Vindies. So this replay is taken from the X-Mass Round 3 tournament finals, and this is game 4, so if you haven't watched the first 3 games already, go back and watch those, because I will be giving spoilers away, and you don't want to find out who's won the first games, of course. But now you're here, you should know that Vindies is up 2-1. Proflov won the last game, so this is Vindies' map of choice. He has chosen Infinity Isle, and let's see how they're both starting. Vindies is starting with a build which is designed on stopping the Allies' infantry from doing too much pressure. He's actually going towards the building. I think this might be a misclick. I think he might have intended to destroy this. Might be worth noting early on. So Proflov has moved into his third refinery location and has got his third refinery before his mecha bay. So he will be left vulnerable to any cryocopter harassment early on. Unfortunately, Vindies did not get the scout off, so he doesn't know that he's doing this. So I wouldn't expect Vindies to go for an early cryo blindly. Although he might have noticed this with his Peacekeeper poke, he might have seen that there was no war factory, well, no mecha bay up close. This might prompt a early cryo, but no, he didn't. He decided just to go for a Vindicators and move to his expansion. Peacekeepers and Imperial Warriors fighting off, but unfortunately the Imperial Warriors aren't able to cope with the Peacekeeper shield micro there, and they will be forced back. Vindies in position to take his third refinery soon, but of course Proflov took an early lead on his economy with his fast refinery before the mecha bay. Vindicator and Apollo are out, so the first unit that comes out of this mecha bay will be sniped straight away, unless of course it is a tier 2 unit, so you might decide to take up. Garrison in this build next to the mecha bay is just being particularly annoying. He will be able to slowly whittle down the health on this mecha bay, and you never know, it might actually be able to do damage, because the Tengus really are not doing that much damage against this mecha bay, against this garrison wall building. And slowly you might be able to pick off this building, but unfortunately the walls will be able to negate this, and the turret will help push back any air pressure. The MCV has been placed down for the third refinery location for Vindies, so he's looking to get his economy lead up soon. Proflov will have free reign over this water refinery because there's currently no defense in that area. One of the Tengus got taken down from the Vindicator, and the second one will fall. And the Apollo will not escape, so that was overall not exactly worthwhile cost-effective wise for the Empire player, but it does allow him to continue with the Tengu production. Fourth refinery is up for the Allies player, and currently no harassment is taking place for the I keep on thinking I'm going to say Protoss. No harassment is taking place from the Empire player, Proflov. So the Apollos and Vindicators have poked in, taken down the turret, and now all the Vindicators are left vulnerable to the Tengu harassment. The Tengu garrison in this structure will act as a defensive structure to ward away these Tengus. I guess this is why he decided to garrison this building at the bottom instead of destroy it. Now he's feeling anxious to do some damage. He's moving over. Will he notice this water refinery? Surely by this point in time he must expect that it's been built. So he might move down there. Tier 3 is on the way out of Vindies, so we are going to be seeing some artillery coming out soon. Water refinery is under attack and will be taken out most likely. being sold off. There was nothing to defend it. It was a very risky move to go for that undefended refinery, especially when someone's going for Tengu spams. You really have to defend every refinery well, and that just wasn't defended well enough. The Tengu count is becoming increasingly high, and it's probably about time for point defense drones. Let's have a look. Yeah, point defense drones will be available very soon. So as soon as he takes that that protocol, he will be very powerful, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in for an attack soon after that. He really does need to get some damage done very quickly, because he's only on Tengus at the moment, and Allies is getting up to tier 3. If he gets a powerful tier 3 army against just Tengus will struggle. So he has to be very careful, and he has to get some damage done very quickly. There it is, there's point defense drones. He looks ready to attack. Cryo shot takes down one collector with the aid of a Vindicator. Nice move out of Vindies there. And here they are, the Tengu cloud rolling in. Warded off by by 2 javelins. The cryocopter has been hiding all the way at the corner of the map. That's a nice unit save out of Vindies there. If Proflov knew that there was a cryocopter about, he would have killed it straight away. So a nice save for that unit. It's flying around. He does not want to attack, which I'm surprised about. I feel like he doesn't need all of his units in the air at all. He doesn't need to be overly cautious about this these Tengus. He could have dropped inside the refineries, at least stopped some mining time. With all these point defense drones Tengus, he does not need this many to contend with this air force from Vindies. He could use a lot fewer. Far fewer. Here they are. The Athena cannon and the Mirage tank are out. Tengus are still alive. What these Tengus mean is that while they are on the field, it means that Vindies will struggle to actually move forward and attack, because with a tier 3 army he needs to keep all of his units together, and he can't keep his units together if he has to go back and defend like this. Here's the Apollos coming, trying to take out what they can, but they all get taken down. Slight bug there for Vindies, but it actually worked against him. I'm sure you all know that it's against the rules to intentionally drop units on top of structures. So these tier 3 units are actually doing a lot of damage to the front. Managed to take down the Mecha Bay and the barracks as well, which leaves Proflov without any production. He only has his MCV, so all he has is these Tengus, and if he loses these Tengus, he's going to have no more units. Oh yeah, also has the VXs. This is what I was saying before. All of the tier 3 army has to be together, or it becomes very vulnerable. Without the sufficient anti-air, all of these tier 3 units are practically forfeit. So while Proflov has lost most of his production, Vindies has lost most of his army. He has to keep it all together. And this mobile force, this Tengus and VXs, are very good at keeping an army in its keeping the allies in his own base. I feel like if he moves too far forward, the Tengus could easily take out all of the javelins, and the VXs could easily take out the rest of the Athena cannons and Mirage tanks. So Vindies does have to be very careful about this attacking like this. But at the same time, if the micro is taking place inside his base, if he manages to take a fight inside his own base in a favourable location next to the airfield, for example, with repairs, he might be able to secure this win. But it will be difficult. Athena Cannon looks to go forward and get some harassment done, goes for the refinery, but the VXs are in position to take this out. All the Tengus drop, take out a collector, take down a javelin, and the main base collector is actually taken off the line, has actually been taken down. Vindicator gets taken down, and all of the tier 3 units go forward to try and help out the main base. But because they've been split up once again, they're just not powerful. They need to be together. Oh, but these javelins have actually managed to take down some of these VXs. And coupled with his Mirage Tank, could actually be a very powerful force. But then again, in come the Tengus. Nice use of the secondary ability for the Mirage Tank. Not something they actually see used properly very often. So Profilov still on tier 1. I don't think this Mecha Bay has been tacked up yet. Lost the forward refinery, lost the refinery on the high ground. 2 Tengus still around the back, but Vindies is only on 2 refineries, while Profilov is on 3. Cryo shot does come in, and actually, is it going to manage to freeze everything? Oh, okay, that is everything dead. The entire army of Vindies, of Profilov, has just been taken out by a cryo shot. Cryo blast. That is the nail in the coffin. There is no coming back from that. His entire army just died and killed, and nothing killed. Nothing got killed for it. One Mirage tank gets taken out, but is it really enough? Tier 3 is out. The Tengu Cloud, which was the only thing that was keeping Profilov in this game against this tier 3, has been taken out, and there's currently nothing to contend with this tier 3. Eventually, Vindies will be able to rebuild his main base, rebuild his army behind some defense, and he will probably be able to come back and win the game. This is going to be a very difficult situation for Profilov right now. Rebuilding his 3rd refinery, going forward. And Vindies decides to go for his 4th refinery in the water once again. Hopefully this time he's going to get some defense, so it won't get taken out straight away. Nice pick up of a stray unit there by Profilov. Looking around the map, seeing if there's any unit he can pick off and abusing it. Of course, him moving to the water, like this with MCB, means that he won't be able to build any tier 3 units while he's away from his tech. So you will have to keep that in mind. But the one good thing about Infinity Isle is that the frontal attack is there's only one route, so a turret can easily lock down that path. Once again, no defense. He's going very, very reckless with his expanding approach, but it could pay off. Infantry production is on the queue for Vindies, and once again Profilov moves in with his Tengu Cloud to try and get some harassment done. If he goes straight for this water refinery, it'll get picked off again straight, and there it is. He's noticed it straight away. This refinery it has not paid off for Vindies at all this game. Twice it's been taken down straight away, and it hasn't even mined enough to pay for itself. But at the same time, Cryocopter comes in, tries to get some harassment done, shrinks down one of the VXs. Currently no Vindicators in sight to go and get the kill, force it into the air so the Apollos can take it out. So the VX count will slowly be rising. 3 refineries versus 3 refineries again. Both oil derricks have been taken out. Apollo's trying to go in for a poke, but the Tengus, will they survive? Will they actually manage to turn around and get a kill? Well, the VXs will come in and save the day. So no casualties there. But the Cryo Geddon comes down. Will the Vindicator manage to get any kills? No, it won't! The refinery will survive. So nice save out of Profilov there. Oh, but Vindies is going for the very, very risky move of force firing on one of their units to make it drop to the ground. That could have backfired, because not every time that when you force fire on an air unit like that, it actually crashes to the ground and does damage. Sometimes it just disintegrates in the air. If it crashes on the ground, it can cause damage and kill a refinery, which is a very nice move out of Vindies. A risky move, but it did pay off. And especially for a refinery, I think that's a worthwhile risk to take. The army is getting quite big from both players now, especially Profilov. He has got a significant amount of Tengus and VXs with some tank busters to back it up. This will be a hard hold for Vindies, especially because his anti-air is very lacking at this point in time. Aircraft carrier is out for Vindies. He should really be getting a hydrofoil to back this up, because at the moment it's completely vulnerable and could easily be taken down by this VX and by these VXs in the air and the water. And there it is, it's been scoured. It should not survive very long at all. The hydrofoil is out, but it's very late. I don't think it'll get there in time. Apollo's come in trying to ward away the units, trying to save as much time as he possibly can, but the VXs will manage to take down the aircraft carrier. That's an expensive investment completely shut down by Profilov there. Nice move. And the Assault Destroyer is out this time, so all of the VXs come in, try to take out all these units as much as possible, try and take down the hydrofoil, but the Black Hole armor will lure the damage into the Assault Destroyer. All the Vindies units go forward, tries looking to make a push, but at the same time Profilov is in Vindies base. He's looking to do all the damage with his VXs while his Apollos secure the air dominance against all the Apollos. If the Apollos go down, he will be able to drop the Tengus and get additional DPS, which will be vital in a base raid scenario. Another aircraft carrier has come out. The Athena cannon is in the base of Profilov. He's looking to do some damage. 2 Mirage tanks are hidden here. Will Profilov notice it? He goes in, goes for the honourable discharge shot damage. Oh, but all of his tank busters get crushed. But luckily, there were enough tsunami tanks to actually kill the rest of the army and crush the infantry. All of the X's, it looks like they've been taken down, bar 1, and the Tengu cloud does remain. 1 aircraft carrier is alive, and it looks like overall Profilov does have the lead still. He could go for this upper ground refinery again, but he really needs to take down this aircraft carrier. There's nothing to defend it right now. There is a javelin in this structure which will act as anti-air. There's an IFE down here, but there's no hydrofoil. There was only but there was a spy. The spy's last game on, not last game, it was on, yes it was last game, on Temple Prime. The spies worked extremely well for Vindies. Will he manage to do it again? There it is. Shrunken IFE comes in, tries to bribe as many units as possible. How many will it get? It'll only get the 1. IFE will get taken out and the spy will get crushed, so it might be worthwhile. It's probably about an even trade if you consider the price of the IFE as well. So overall, not as effective as it could have been. Nice save from Profilov there, negating as much damage as possible from that spy. These main base refineries must be close to being mined out. Yes, 5,000 credits left in this refinery at the bottom. If this game goes on for much longer, it could be a very low economy game. Already these 2 refineries up here have had 0 mining all game. Oh, but the blackout missile actually uses it to stop the Tengus, but also hits himself at the same time. A turret gets placed down to try and attack all of these Tengus from the high ground. Athena cannon also helps out the army, taking down the Tengus from afar. It looks like the Tengus will be warded away and the aircraft carrier will survive. Will he actually manage to get to the refinery, or will he be forced to stay near the rest of the Allies' units? The end of his range is actually looking to play against Profilov right now. It is forcing his units to be quite a lot slower. But at the same time, a massive tsunami force is going around the back of Vindies' base. It doesn't look like there's anything to defend against this. Will this be the killing blow for against Vindies? It doesn't look like there are any units to be able to contest with this massive. How many units is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 12 tsunami tanks? That is a lot of tanks, and there were nowhere near enough units. The only way that he could possibly consider killing this army is if he gets a lucky blackout missile on it with this. But even then, it looks like he's moving towards the aircraft. There. Oh god, no! There it is. There it is. He's managed to kill it. The aircraft carrier, coupled with the cryogeddon, forces all the units to stay in one place and they all die in one shot. It's very... Oh my god, I think Proflov might be kicking himself right now. He could have easily won the game with that army. He could have easily won the game with that army had it not been decimated by this aircraft carrier and Cryogeddon combination. I think this might be the first time in the game where I would say that Vindies has the lead. Yes, he's lost a refinery, but so what? He's lost one refinery for killing 12 tsunami tanks. That is a trade that I would take any day. Now we can go around the map with his Apollos, with all of his units, without really worrying that there's a massive army to contest it. Now he has an assault destroyer and a hydrofoil out with this aircraft carrier, so it will be a lot more powerful and should be able to get forward to this refinery. Proflov is expecting this. He goes forward, moves in, sees the aircraft carrier, sees all the naval units, tries to take out the aircraft carrier, but the assault destroyer does soak up the damage. The hydrofoils come in, ward off the Tengus, ward off the VXs. Some of the VXs go down, some of the Tengus, a lot of the Tengus and a lot of the VXs have gone down, and really, he did not kill much in that trade. He managed to kill the aircraft carrier, and I believe that that might be it. He might have got a single Apollo in an army as well, but really, that was a very cost-effective trade for Vindies. I feel like the next aircraft carrier that comes out will secure him the victory. And he has another spy, so there's potential for another shrunken IFA bribe. And the game has lasted so long that he's even gone for his second tech tree, and he's got surveillance sweep. That's just how long this game's lasted. So now at this point, he knows exactly how big Proflov's army is. He knows exactly where it is, so he knows where to attack. One tsunami tank goes around the back. It's probably going to be going in to try and check for this water expansion once again. Aircraft carrier comes in, gets some harassment done on this on its main base refinery from Proflov, kills the collector, and also the tier 3 army from the land is moving in to attack the upper ground refinery. Loads of Tengus come in. Apollos take down a lot of the Tengus, while the VXs try and take down this Athena cannon. Splash damage might take it out, and it does actually manage to kill the Athena cannon. But all the Apollos and all the Tengus have gone down. Main base refinery is taken out. The tsunami tank at the back looks like it's trying to harass this refinery, but it has to go through the walls first. Mirage tank taking down the front refinery for Proflov. Currently no units to contest this, only 3 Tengus, but that really won't be enough to take down the Mirage tank, especially at this point in time. And that's Vindies, another win for victories. 3-1 the score is by now, and Vindies is 1 win away from securing the tournament victory. Will he get it, or will Proflov manage to make a miraculous comeback? Let's see if he manages to do it. Thanks for watching.